Hi, this is EEB Tarot, two E's and a B Tarot. I'll be reading for the sign of Sagittarius. This is a love reading, timeless, and current, like for whatever your situation is right now. In the other readings, I've done 9 cards with additional clarifiers, but I did the you, which was the first 3, the who, which is whoever you're connected to energetically in love right now, which is the next 3, and then the advice from God, spirit, ancestors, angels, etc., of any high vibration, were the last 3 cards. But I would read the cards each as their own, like you first, and then read the cards for you, and then so on and so forth. But I think I'm just going to pull all 9, read it how it all goes together, still separating the you, the who, and the advice, but just lay them all out at once, and then come with an additional deck to clarify. Now, with these 2 decks, right, child, I think when I've used this deck in the past, my brain glitching was saying, what was it? Hieroglyphic, right? Hieroglyphic. And I'm like, that don't sound right though. But my mouth kept saying it. But hologram, that's what I meant. Hologram. I have a right-of-way, child, don't give me lines. I think it's hologram, right? That's the, but, and then the traditional right-of-way as the clarifier. Now, I use the traditional right-of-way much more frequently than I have used the hologram one. So these are a little stiffer, but I'll do these for the initial read, and then the ones that are a little more broken in as the clarifiers. But in case you see me shuffling them differently as I'm pulling the cards, because I've pre-shuffled both, but as I'm pulling the cards, if you see me kind of shuffle this deck a little differently in terms of like how I maneuver through it, that's why, because this is a fresher or less worn deck, because they're about the same length of time. I just don't use this one's on. Anyway, so Sagittarius, when I was doing your pre-shuffle, here are the things I picked up on. That Sagittarius, you are in the process of standing in your own energy, coming back to self, coming back to you, focusing on your self-care and the things that build you up, right? And it seems like it's like the motivation is coming from some sort of disappointment. Not to say that you couldn't take this kind of care on yourself just because it's a Tuesday, but it seems like there's a motivating factor of it being from some sort of like disappointment, betrayal, devastation. You know what I'm saying? Like something just feels like, damn, you know what I mean? But not that that's the overall energy. It's just that's kind of what it feels like kicked off this refocusing on self. What else was it? I couldn't really like get a gauge of if it was because of a new relationship that kind of went in another direction, not where you intended for it to go, and so that was the disappointment, or if it was like you're done with something from before, like. And I want to say y'all are kind of like withdrawn, but not like withdrawn like, oh, I need to shut all the windows and blinds and just kind of disappear into nothingness. It doesn't feel like that. It's like, it feels like I'm only, I got my select few I'm fucking with, and I'm not really tripping off the rest. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like your circle got smaller as opposed to I need to shut in. Maybe there's some of you that feel that way, but I feel like the bigger part of the energy is just like, I'm readdressing my circle, I'm readdressing my connections, I'm readdressing, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It feels like some sort of disappointment, like actioned where you are right now. But it also feels like there's something like divine, like God orchestrated that either has already come in by the time you're seeing this reading in the midst of that, or it's in the process of coming, and maybe there's either by your own faith and knowing, or you were given a confirmation in some kind of way that that it's coming. The thing that will, I don't know, the intervention, I don't know. But we ain't even pulled cards yet. Like I said, this is just from what I got as I was kind of just trying to tap into Sagittarius. But it definitely feels like you are in a transitional space right now. You may be seeing repeated nines. Nines may be significant, but if you are seeing repeated nines, then that's definitely confirmation that you are in the process of a major change or transformation. Like I said, I've already pre-shuffled. And again, if you see the handling of this a little funky, it's we got to break them in, y'all. I also want to say thank you if you are a subscriber and you're watching the Sagittarius reading. Thank you for being a subscriber. I know my page is relatively new, at least in terms of things I'm posting, and I promise you all I'm doing my best to post videos super regularly. But I am also pushing through life. You know what I mean? Like right now, I have a sore throat right now. Like right now, it's uncomfortable to talk, but I'm like, I can't. Every time I turn around, I can't just. We got to push through. Is what I'm saying. Okay. So I appreciate y'all being here, pushing through with me and working with me. And we gonna get this ready. Okay. So Sagittarius, where are you in love right now? How are you showing up in love right now, Sagittarius? Where are you in love? How are you showing up? Sagittarius. 3 cards. They were probably waiting on me to ask. 3 cards for how Sagittarius is showing up in love right now. One more. Okay, so the 9 of Swords sideways, we'll get to that. The Sun upright, the Magician upright. This is you, okay? And now in the other readings, I just went on ahead and went into addressing you in the reading. And then I went on with the next 3, but I'm going to continue right through. And then we're going to read all this once the cards are on the table. Show me who Sagittarius is energetically connecting with. Right now, show me who Sagittarius is energetically connecting with. Again, first card out, 9. I told y'all, repeating 9s. Didn't think I counted. 3 cards for who Sagittarius is connecting with energetically. 3 cards. Oh, these cards is stiff. 3 cards for who Sagittarius is connecting with energetically. 3 cards. In love. Who is Sagittarius connecting to energetically in love? Why y'all keep trying to give me? This is too many. Please. Give me 2 more cards for who Sagittarius. Are you not connecting with anybody? I told you. That's what I was getting in the pre-shuffle, that there was some sort of refocus on you. But we shall see who. 2 more who for Sagittarius. 2 more. Sagittarius like, I ain't trying to. 2 more. One more. Dang, they want to take that one. Let's take it. And I was going to say that, this King of Wands, because the card spun. And I'm like, shoot, did it change the direction? So we'll address it both ways because I'm not sure. But this is your who. You got a King of Wands that really could have come in any direction. And that's crazy because that probably is significant in terms of either past experiences and how you view things going forward in love, or what you feel like is constantly coming at you in love, or what is actively, presently, currently coming at you in love. But we'll get there. King of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and Nine of Wands. Again, 9. Okay, now we're getting the advice. For Sagittarius, advice. 3 cards for advice for Sagittarius in love. For themselves and who they are energetically connecting with. 3 cards. For Sagittarius in love. Who are they energetic for them and who they're energetically connected with in love. Advice for Sagittarius, 3 cards. I think that's 2 cards. Let me see. No, it was 1. Ow. And because they're so stiff, like it hurts my hands to work with them. Two more cards for advice for Sagittarius. Two more cards. One more. Ah, shoot. Shoot, baby. I don't remember which order. I think it was this order that it fell in. Okay. Let me get this landed. So we just gonna remember that this is to the side so that it can all fit in the frame. Look at me, I'm going the wrong way. Stop pushing it closer and move it to the side. Okay. Fuck with me, DJ. Okay. All right, so Sagittarius, how you're showing up in love. There's some things that have you a little on the edge of your seat, kind of. It's like, what do you call that? Like this nagging, like thought, or like something like that you are in the process of quieting. You know what I mean? It may be one of those things that'll never really go away, but I think it feels like you are doing what you can to manage it and not allow it to dictate your life, right? The Sun card is ultimate blessing. Like that's ultimate divine protection and fulfillment and peace and joy, right? With the Magician, that's you being an alchemist and being able to... The Magician is comprised of all 4 aces, And the aces are connected to divine intervention and protection and offering and blessing. So, and it's in every aspect, in the swords and the wands and the cups, in the pentacles. It's divine protection, and you co-designing the layout of your life with God, right? You are using the things that He's given you, and you are creating this tapestry. I feel like essentially a Leo. Are you dealing with a Leo? Mm-hmm. May I also suggest that you are really tapping into your strength right now and your resilience, which makes sense considering the first three cards. That comes with the territory of this combination. I'm going to pull Clarifier to see what your Nine of Swords is, what it is that could be causing you this mental, what do you call cardio? Clarify the Nine of Swords for Sagittarius. Clarify the Nine of Swords. I'll take what you have, Spirit. 1, 2, 3, whatever clarifies the Nine of Swords or confirms it. Queen of Pentacles. And look, you already have the Queen of Pentacles for your advice. It's in reverse, but it's showing up twice. It just came out as a clarifier. So it's something you are in the process, Sagittarius, of this is a strictly love reading, right? We're going to stay focused and locked in on that, but you are in the process of trying to make sense of your stability. This could be maybe something financial is coming up that may be giving you concern, and maybe that's not necessarily that may be what has your focus in terms of love, or as it relates to love. If you're married, this could be you all trying to make sure bills are in order. Maybe you're pushing to some sort of growth, like remodeling a part of your home, or getting another home, or upgrading your home, or that the same for employment. And even though that's career and money, right? But if you and your significant other if you feel that something financial, your relationship hinges on something financial, it works into the love reading as well. Do you see what I'm saying? This could be you and your significant other trying to grow, right? And there may be a part of that is making your causing you to overwork or overuse your brain, and or just your mental stamina. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it also feels like this is something that ain't new to you. It's like just one of those, like, it's background noise or something. Like you're not giving it the loudest voice, even if it's connected to something pretty significant. You know what I'm saying? But the Queen of Pentacles is all about, maybe that's it too, that you, in terms of love, you just are focusing on maybe Queen of Pentacles, the things that you bring to the table. And maybe there's concerned about whether or not you're enough. But that's crazy, right? Because come on now. Especially with the Son of the Magician, it's like, duh, you're enough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't make it enough. Name that movie. Tell me in the comment section. What movie is that from you? Make it enough. Make it enough. All right. Let's clarify the sun. What's your sun? Okay, yeah. Page of Cups to the sun. This is a new opportunity in love. This is... Wait a minute now, Sagittarius. Now, let's... Now, I'm getting something else here. Is this a situation where, like, are you in your soft Sag era and you're looking to be taken care of? Or someone who has their things together to now sustain you both? Or if there's children, like maybe, you know what I mean, like a stay-at-home something, or a, you know? The sun, the Page of Cups to the sun just lets me know that whatever this is you're looking for, you're wanting to approach something in a new way. And you're like locked in on it. It feels locked in, like, okay. The who you're connecting with, King of Wands. Like I said, this one I wasn't sure. It was kind of spinning because it was face down when it came out. But King of Wands, this could be somebody that you're dealing with that maybe is lacking in follow through, maybe, you know what I mean? Or is somebody who just is actioning a lot of things, you know what I mean? And the reason I said is shaky on the follow through, only because when you trying to have your hands in a lot of pots, like your like the success rate of, you kind of decrease. I've used this example in other readings. It would be crazy if it was actually Sagittarius reading that I said this, but it's like a restaurant that has a bunch of dishes on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of different meals, and it's like pages and pages of items on the menu, but you're like, there's no way that you are successful at all these dishes. Like, some of these are trash because you're trying to do too many things. You know what I mean? But this also just could be somebody who's gifted like that. I don't know, but it's not that they don't succeed in the things that they try. They're just always making sure that they are, part of me wants to say an opportunist, but I'm not necessarily meaning it in a nasty way if that is not the person who resonates with your energy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a person's just a go-getter. But with this spinning, it could be somebody who's an opportunist, who is not using their kingly wand in the most righteous way, you know, or intentional or purposeful way. 8 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, 7 of Pentacles. Did I say 8 before? 7 of Pentacles. This person is just not reflecting, just kind of like surveying, assessing the things that they have, that they've created or collected or actioned in the process up to now, like process being life, you know what I'm saying? And 9 of Wands is somebody who has been through it, right? This not they first day on earth or the first day at the rodeo. You know what I mean? Like, they've had to practice patience and allowing things to progress. And the 9 of Wands speaks for itself in terms of how the person in the card is being depicted. You know what I mean? Like bandage on the head, side eye, holding itself up on the wand, like you got some stories and some traumas there. The King of Wands is no page. You know what I mean? They've earned their spot on the throne. They're not there by mistake. And maybe you are standing in this Queen of Pentacles energy. You're fire, but Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and this King of Wands, who is fire, is standing in their energy, and you're wanting to, if you're wanting to have a king to your queen, is there. A king to the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles is there. If you're looking for someone who's equally matched, is there. Now, when it was spinning, now this is a matter of they also have to choose you. If you like what you see, they gotta like what they see too. In you, you know. Maybe that's something that's 9 of Swords giving you a little bit of uneasiness. Is it that you don't know if you'll find your king, or if you don't know if this particular king actually sees you as their queen? And again, this is not, it's not gender. I'm not, you know what I mean? This is just the energy in terms of feminine or masculine, because depending on the circumstances, we stand in those different energies based on circumstances, right? The Sun to the 7 of Pentacles. A lot of times people get uncomfortable in stillness, or when patience calls for us to practice, right? But in every time that I can think of offhand, it's brought blessings. You know what I mean? When you taking time to understand what you have. King of Wands, somebody who doesn't make snap quick judgments or movements. They process and they get a really good read on what's needed, what needs to be actioned. The 7 of Pentacles complements the King of Wands, because it just goes to show that it's not a quick acting individual. They are steadfast and like self-assured. You know what I mean? Also, the Magician to the 9 of Wands, Again, a divine alchemist. That's someone who is wounded or who has had wounding. A lot there. Someone who is wounded energetically may pull a healer into their space. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that this is showing me that there may be parts of them that they are working on. There may be parts of them that they are working on healing, but you are also, I don't want to say like, oh, this is going to be your job to heal them. No, but I'm saying that there are parts of you that you have also kind of attained along your journey. You know what I mean? And so the tools and resources that you have at your disposal or within you are also resources that can be beneficial when shared with someone else, to someone else, right? But we want to make sure that the energy we're pouring into replenishes us and doesn't just deplete us. So let's see if this Seven of Wands is something that the Magician's time is worth connecting to, you know. Clarify the Nine of Wands for Sagittarius's person. They're who? Clarify the Nine of Wands for Sagittarius's who? Nine of Wands. King of Swords. Baby, I'm gonna tell you leave this person alone, because no. Hell no. No. King of Wands. Remember I told you that King of Wands was spinning and that King of Swords is in the reverse. Baby, it don't seem like whoever this is. Or maybe they don't want to talk about it. Maybe they don't want to address it. Maybe they don't want to heal. Maybe they don't want to. Maybe they're not looking for your healing or anyone else's. They don't want to be. You know what I mean? They don't want to connect to a healing light or a healing energy, Sagittarius, if that is something that you possess. I mean, I hope you're not running around here using your elements for things other than, you know what I'm saying? King of Wands. Clarify King of Wands for Sagittarius is who? Because, baby, this person just may need time to figure their shit out. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not the person who's bad, and again, that's spinning. They don't really have no direction right now. But at the same time, they know that they're just trying to focus on like what they have in front of them, kind of thing. I don't know. King of Wands. Clarify King of Wands. I know you lying. Look. I'm not going to take it because it flipped like it's a thick stack. But your 9 again, 999 may be significant underneath that death card, right? So maybe this person got the same kind of anxiety and reservations. Maybe they don't know if they want to, let the pimp in them die. I don't know. Let me see. King of Wands. You need clarification on the King of Wands for Sagittarius is who? Yeah, man. It feel like this person don't want to let go of whatever the heck it is that they already got going for themselves. They not. Okay, look. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles, going from the 7 to the 8. I ain't clarified it yet. Let me see. I was just going to clarify the 7 of Pentacles too. Let me clarify it. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles for Sagittarius is who? Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. The Sun, again, Ace of Cups, and Nine of Cups in the reverse, again with the 9. Maybe you guys are in the process of a really intense transformation. World at the bottom of the deck. So you went from the Seven of Pentacles to, you got the Sun, the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups in reverse. I don't know, man, because with the Sun, the Nine of Pentacles, let's say that the Nine of Pentacles was in reverse. Just by being given this Ace of Cups, I feel like that places that back in the upright. So that's the Ten of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups in the Sun to the Seven of Pentacles. What is this? Like, they may have kids, you may have kids, they may have kids, and I don't, what's the King of, oh, I'm about to pick up the other. What's the King of Swords? What do they not want to talk about? What's the King of Swords? What don't they want to address? What's the Nine of Wands and the King of Swords? What do they, because you ain't just going to tell me you don't want to talk about something and like you got. Okay, wait a minute now. Either this person don't want to talk about his past because he doesn't want it to create conflict or some sort of division, or but is this because you might have to explain some other shit? Like, you don't want to talk about nothing because once you talk about something, you're going to have to now explain other shit. And maybe you're just trying to figure out, not you, I'm talking about your person when I'm coming at it from them, but or you don't want to have to explain something because then that's going to make you, they don't want to have to explain something because then that's going to make them have to explain, like it's going to open Pandora's box. And it seems like this person just wants to focus on how to align their sun with yours, how to make this work. They want to focus on, you see how the Seven of Pentacles, their back is to the Nine of Wands and all this other complicated, messy stuff. I feel like they want to maintain a sense of happiness or hope. And they want to focus on building that and gaining the stability and actioning things in the most productive way. But it's not until we get to the advice that I don't know. I'm all of this is fine. This needs a therapist here. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. But if you appear, if you as the magician are trying to help or connect, and in turn, like basically like you're like a battery pack, like whatever you connect to will charge them, right? So don't be trying to charge, Sagittarius, don't be trying to charge nothing that the wiring is still confused. You're gonna blow a fuse, right? Or set fire energy, Sagittarius, you gonna there's gonna be a what do you call that, a blaze, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna set something ablaze, and let me take a look at the advice. So then, because I don't know if this person is doing this so that I don't know if this is a healthy thing to connect to now. You know what I mean? Not to say that it won't get there when they get there, because it's kind of like, it seems like it, but at the same time, there's some shit here. And I don't care how great the person is trying to focus and move forward, you cannot ignore your past. You can't. You can't shut it in a dark, damp closet and throw locks and chains on and be like, okay, that's secure, and never, no. Because it will continue to find its way and spill over into other things. Now I'm not taking that lightly, because baby, life can really show you what it's made of, right? So I'm not taking anything that may have been a difficult experience for anyone lightly at all. But no matter how much time, and take your time, because that's an important part, right? But no matter how much time, the things that are painful in our past must be addressed, even on a individual 9 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles kind of level. You know what I mean? Now, here's what I will say in terms of the advice, because you have the Emperor, the Lovers in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like if you and your energy are coming as someone who is stable and wants to nurture and grow, whether yourself first and foremost in all things, because you have to come whole in order to connect to someone else who is also whole. But the advice being in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, may suggest that whoever you're showing up, show up for you. And this is not in a selfish or egotistical or narcissistic way at all. Like, when I say this, I mean, like, show up for you in a way that that shows you that you genuinely love you. And start there, or continue to invest there. Because I feel like when you lose sight of what you're doing, and you kind of look towards the person in your energy, I feel like that's when that queen, like this is what it's showing in my mind. Queen upright, right? Queen of Pentacles upright. If you're focused and looking at the who, like you see how she's looking downward, right? Like she's looking at her pentacle, but it's aligning with the who. Looking down at the, and I feel like you kind of, you tip your crown, you fall, right? We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So I feel like it's like saying like, and we'll clarify, but like don't get caught up in someone else working their stuff out, because it's going to confuse you in the things you're working out. And as things are divinely designed in terms of the connections we make in our lives and in our paths, they will they will align naturally, right? Lovers in reverse. The Lovers is a choice card. This is major for Gemini. The Sun is major for Leo. I think I said Leo at the beginning of the reading. This could be a Leo, or you have some Leo significant in your chart, in your natal chart. But the Lovers in reverse the Lovers is a choice card, right? So that goes back to what I was saying before, like Sagittarius. Make sure that who you picking is picking you. Make sure who you picking is picking you. Divine soulmates is all well and good, but we all still have free will. And if that person, no matter what contracts you had prior to coming to this planet, this earth, this plane, right? Prior, whatever contracts you had, that you and anybody else that you have contracts with still have free will. You can void contracts. You know what I mean? Now that's a whole nother list of things that come with that, but you can if you so choose. And it seems like the advice is that don't choose anything that's not choosing you. The Emperor, major for Aries. We are in Aries season. I don't know how much more we have in it, but we're currently in Aries season. And the Emperor is somebody that they king shit. Like this is the Emperor is all the kings. So it's not just the King of Wands, right? Because you want your Queen of Pentacles to match with a king. But the Emperor is all the kings. So I feel like your advice is don't tip your crown. Keep that head up and choose what's choosing you, and then align you with your heart's greatest desires and the person that will stand 10 toes and have an army. Even if that's an army of one, that's all you need. I almost don't want to clarify, because I feel like it's just going to say more of what I'm saying. All right, Sagittarius, are there any more major arcana? I feel like in love with you right now. I definitely think that, the Magician, major for Gemini. I don't know if I said that as well, but, and we're entering into Gemini season, so this could be, I think Gemini season's in May, right? This could be very much upon us. If it has, like I said, if it hasn't happened already, because if the advice is telling you, giving you the Emperor in the upright, and we are currently in Aries season, this could actively be happening, or the Magician Gemini season, this could be something that is around the corner. Your energy is really present here with the Wands, fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and that's again like the springtime, right? Like that energy is that springtime energy, which is what we're currently entering into. If you're in that part of the world. You may also be seeing repeated fours. 444. I don't know, Sagittarius. I would definitely say just continue to, if you are pouring into you, if you are building you up, if you are loving on you, if you are focusing on your stability, if you are nurturing your home, if you have children, if you have a child, and you're, strengthening that connection and bond with them. Also, if you have any concerns about your child, because I'm also seeing that too. I would say, let me see. Star, major for Aquarius. Yeah, this may be a small child. Like it's not like it's not like you're an adult child. This doesn't feel like an adult child, but there may be something that's like standing out to you about it. But I will say this, like kids have quirkiness, right? Like they all come with their own little interesting brand of flavor. And I would definitely say how do I articulate this the way I'm meaning it to? Your romantic love life is no different than your familial love life in terms of allowing relationships to run their natural course and play out authentically. Celebrate and what's that, like, I don't know, just like highlight, celebrate things that are different. You know what I mean? In your child. And I think the results from that will be even shocking to you. All right, Sagittarius, if you like the read, please like, share, subscribe. Again, thank you to each new subscriber that decides to stay locked in with this channel. I am so grateful and appreciative. It's definitely enjoyable, and I'm going to continue to give you guys readings. And I hope you guys continue to watch. If it did resonate, let me know in the comment section, because yeah, helpful. Thanks. You know what I mean? All right. Until next reading, Sagittarius, be well, be safe, and God bless.